What's going on, guys? John with Springer Collectibles. Got another unboxing for you. This is a big one. The size of the box is deceiving. I was actually really surprised. They really packed this thing tight. It is really heavy, so let's open it up and find out what's in here, guys. Thanks for joining. Remember, you can find me on the app Whatnot, Springer Collectibles, where I do G.I. Joe shows almost every night. All right, let's see what we got. From what I recall, this is going to be probably close to 200 figures or more. I can't remember exactly. Wow, big Ziploc bag. I already see a lot of accessories in there. We'll take a deeper dive in a second. An Outback accessory, blowtorch accessory. Oh, there's a lot of helmets. That's good to see. Nice bag of accessories here. I like these kind of lots, where I feel like they've been sitting for years and years and years. Hopefully these are just well preserved. We got some nice file cards here too. Because if you watched some of my videos recently, you've seen how I kind of like to go through file cards. These are actually really nice too. And they do seem to be in some sort of order here almost. A nice big file card. Quick look on the back to see if we see anything mail away. At a glance, I do not. And let's go ahead and we'll take a closer look at some of the figures that are in here. All right, we're off to a nice start with Duke. Duke tends to have a broken crotch, and this one looks perfect. He doesn't even have cracked elbows or anything. Looks really good. Same thing with Zartan. You're going to get Zartan. He's going to have a broken crotch a lot of the times, or people try to repair him because his O-ring goes bad, and he's really tough to repair. That's another story altogether, but this Zartan's in great shape. Got Major Blood. I see some 82s and 83s in here. Here's a swivel arm. The logo's rubbed, but still really nice Cobra officer. The head looks good. No paint rub on the face. Got a Grand Slam. Looks like he is a straight arm. There we go, 82. So we say straight arm for those that don't know. It's the way they're constructed in 1982. Then they changed it. So this is version 1. They changed them in 83, 82, 83. Actually, here's a good example because you can see it side by side. And then you can look at the, oh, it looks like someone put a 1982 waist on a 82, 83 on a swivel arm. So that's the wrong waist on him. That's a good way to know. Let's see this one. That one, you see it says 82, 83. So there's our difference. So that's a straight arm waist. We need to take that off our crotch. This is correct. And this is in good shape here too. The Cobra officer. It's nice to see that the straight arms also have their thumbs. That is really tough. Majority of the time, the ones from 82, the straight arms are going to have broken thumbs. Like a lot of the time. They had like 3 or 4 different variations of thumbs. Oh, here we go. Nice Cobra Commander. Great logo on his chest. That tends to be rubbed. And we have good silver paint on his face. Again, you can see the 82, 83. Correct waist there. He did have a straight arm, and he had a variation logo. A nice Recondo here. And Recondo had 3 variations for his camouflage. And it looks like this might be the one that's harder to find. It's a brighter green. Here's one that's tough to get in good condition. Snow Job. His plastic almost will always be yellow. And that's from the way they treated the plastic. It's completely luck of the draw from what I understand. As you can, and a good indication that you can see how there's just portions of the plastic that are perfectly white, and then you can see there's other portions that are yellow. And you can even see on his leg here, half the leg is still white and half is turning color. There are ways to fix that. You could probably find a ton of videos on YouTube about different ways to whiten those areas. A nice deep 6, that's really clean. He tends to be in really bad shape because he would be in the water a lot, of course. And that helmet looks really clean. His tank driver, almost every time I get one of these, his Cobra logo is missing and it's just completely off. Not even a little bit, it's just rubbed off completely. But otherwise, he's in excellent shape too. There's our hooded Cobra Commander. One thing to look for on hooded Cobra Commander is the gold. The gold tends to get rubbed off. You can see it's rubbed here. Also, the back of his waist has gold. It's rubbed completely there. So collectors are gonna look for better condition ones. They're gonna have the gold features on there. Still a nice Cobra Commander, hooded Cobra Commander. Just like we saw with Snow Job, probably the most iconic figure from a real American hero is Storm Shadow. And you can see this Storm Shadow also has yellowing but really nice Cobra logo there, a little bit of paint rub there. And then the silver tends to be rubbed here on his weapons. Looks good. But again, you can try to find ways to whiten him up. Great condition. If you could whiten him up, he would be a near mid figure. One of my favorites, the Cobra. Here's a Copperhead, another driver. And you're gonna find, with Copperhead, you're gonna find a lot of paint rub, usually on the face. You wanna look for that harder to find variant of him, which is a blue glove or blue head, where there's no green accents here on the head, and the gloves are more of a bluish color. Another one that we usually have problems with the plastic changing color, Spirit. Now the good news about Spirit, we do have his crotch is intact, which tends to break very easily. So if you're ever changing his O-ring, be very, very careful. The good news about him, if there is some paint left on the wrists, the gold is almost always rubbed on his wrists. And you can see the blue on the arms is better than the blue on the shirt. Got this Torpedo from '83. Wild Weasel. Always like to find a good Destro. This one does have some paint rub, unfortunately, on his chest. Always look for the chest and the leg and the wrists for paint rub. Still nice to have a nice Destro though. Here's the Killer Whale driver. Cutter. I always say he looks like Wade Boggs. I wonder if they intentionally made him look like Wade Boggs. I mean, he's got the Red Sox hat on, the high sideburns. I mean, Wade Boggs was, I guess when the Killer Whale came out, Wade Boggs had just had a really good season. I'd like to check that out and see if there's a correlation or if there's any information on whether he was modeled after Wade Boggs. My favorite, Firefly. Got a nice Cobra logo on the arm there. Ooh, a nice bareness, guys. Cobra logo is pretty good. A lot of detail, a lot of nice details on her. Got Wild Bill. Wild Bill's buckle on his belt looks good. Always look for the buckle, and I look for the guns to see if there's any paint rub on the white guns. And there unfortunately there is paint rub. Unfortunately, there is paint rub on the sides with the white guns. But he's in good shape. He's a Dragonfly pilot. I like these early 80s Joes, guys, like including, how about Gung Ho? Version 1 on Gung Ho. He also tends to have issues with his plastic changing colors in the blue, but he looks pretty good. All right, then we have Thunder. He is the Slugger driver, and he's in really good shape too. Okay, so moving on from the figures, got a nice bag. We have some nice accessories too. And they're just kind of all together. I don't think there's any type of order here. You can use yojo.com. That's one of my favorite sites to identify the accessories. So right here, now we're looking at Outback. We're looking at Mainframe, Televiper. I believe that's Duke. You got a Torch backpack, Snake Eyes weapon. There's a Ski for Snow Job. There's Naugahide's little warthog guy. I love seeing lots with a lot of accessories. This helps. Hopefully we can put a lot of completes together. There's Beachhead's backpack, Techno Viper backpack, Psych Out's backpack, Sub-Zero's backpack, Flash, Eel's backpack. He's got another piece that's missing. Hopefully that's in here. Ripper, Croc Master's Croc. It's good to have the animals. Collectors definitely want to see the animals, the completes. Here's Raptor's wings. Here's Lowlight's gun. Now the thing that's always missing on Lowlight's gun typically is that bipod that connects right there where that hole is. You definitely want to try to find that. Also, similarly, we have Fireflies Backpack, which is missing the cover right there. Hopefully that'll be in this lot as well. Those are the little details that you want to look out for in these lots. You also want to look out for the accessory pack weapons. A lot of the times they'll be like this. You'll have this color blue will be an accessory pack, or the lighter colors or brown colors will be accessory pack weapons. So be on the lookout for those. Let's dump out the next little bag here. You might recognize some of these already. We have Snow Serpent's backpack, Buzzer's backpack, Alpine's gun, Torpedo's backpack, another Snow Serpent. Hopefully there's two Snow Serpents in this lot. You have Crimson Guard's backpack, That goes to Salvo. So some nice stuff here, airtight. There's accessory packs. This color green will be an accessory pack item too, probably from the early 80s. Looks like Globulus's gun from 1987 for the Latin. And what else do we have? Okay, nice snowboard there for Snow Serpent version 2, I believe. Now, one thing you definitely want to look out for is Freedom, which is Spirit's eagle, and his talons are almost always missing. So look out for that. It'd be nice to have the talons. Definitely makes him more valuable. There's Doc's helmet. Looks like Junkyard, but a newer version. I think the original Junkyard had a brown underbelly. This one does not. All right, taking a look at some more. Look, we just found the Fireflies cover for his backpack, so that's good news. Some good stuff here. We got Cobra Commander from 87. His weapon is right there. Backpack, so we'll start matching these things up. He's usually going to be missing his hose, but you never know, that could be in here too. Sort these out. I like to do it by year, typically. Again, you can go to yojo.com. There's Storm Shadow version 2, his backpack. So I'm really happy with this lot so far. I'm definitely gonna be able to create some nice lots for you guys here on Whatnot. So make sure you check out the link for Whatnot. Those auctions are a lot of fun. Do them almost every night. So hope to see you guys there. Let's take a look at a few more things before we wrap up the video here. Okay, earlier we mentioned the missing bipod on Lowlight's gun. There's Dusty's gun. Again, we're missing the bipod on his gun. That's also a tough one to get because it's so small. It used to fall off very easily and get lost. Okay, earlier we talked about Spirit's bird Freedom and his talons missing. We have Polly, which belongs to Shipwreck, and the good news is we do have Polly's talons. So those are missing the majority of the time, so collectors are definitely going to be interested in having a complete Shipwreck and Polly. Well, here's something fun to look at. We have Zartan's backpack. I like to see if his disguise, his face, is going to be in there. Let's take a look and see. Unfortunately, we struck out on that one. It is not in the backpack. Maybe we'll find it somewhere in the rest of the lot, but that's a shame. It's nice to be able to find those hidden in there and hidden in the backpack. This belongs to Lifeline. There's Airtight's backpack, Ripper's backpack. Just set up a few more figures, some other nice pulls from the lot here. You can see one of the best ones here is the Snake Eyes version 2. And then we have an AVAC back there, Crimson Guard, Python Patrol, Shipwreck, Flint, Toll Booth. Some really nice finds here. So thank you guys for watching the video. I appreciate it. Thanks again for joining. Please hit the subscribe button, and I hope to see you in my Whatnot auctions. Thanks again. See you.